Deep in the remote mountains stood an abandoned old mansion, rumored to be cursed. Every full moon, the eerie cries of the damned echoed from within, accompanied by the sight of ghostly figures drifting through the halls. A group of adventurous young friends, brave and fearless Jack, thoughtful and perceptive Amy, cautious and nervous Tom, and carefree Lucy, heard of this legend and were immediately intrigued. Fueled by curiosity, they decided to visit the mansion on the night of the full moon to uncover its secrets. As night fell, the full moon cast a ghostly glow on the mansion's crumbling walls, adding an extra layer of dread to the already eerie atmosphere. The group, armed with flashlights, cautiously approached the decaying front door. The door creaked loudly as they pushed it open, sending a chill down their spines. The smell of mildew and rot hung heavily in the air, and dust danced in the beams of their flashlights. They slowly made their way into the grand hall, where faded portraits lined the walls. The eyes of the figures in the paintings seemed to follow them, sending shivers down their spines. Suddenly, a bone-chilling cry rang out through the empty hall, echoing off the walls. Lucy screamed in terror, clutching Tom's arm for dear life. Jack tried to calm everyone down, suggesting it was just the wind, but his voice trembled, betraying his own fear. The group pushed on, making their way up to the second floor and into a bedroom. Inside, a dilapidated bed lay in the center of the room, its sheets yellowed and moldy. Amy stepped closer to inspect, but before she could reach the bed, a pale hand shot out from under it, grabbing her ankle. Amy screamed, struggling to break free. The others rushed over with their flashlights, but when they shone them under the bed, there was nothing there. The hand had vanished as if it had never been. Panic set in. Fear gripped their hearts, but they decided to leave the room. However, as they reached the door, it slammed shut, locking them in. In the darkness, a faint white figure seemed to float across the room, accompanied by eerie, sinister laughter. Tom collapsed in terror, muttering, "We shouldn't have come here. This place is cursed." Just as they were about to give in to despair, Jack noticed the window wasn't locked. He pushed it open, hoping to lead them to safety. But when he peered outside, he was horrified to see countless faces staring back at him from the darkness. The faces were twisted and grotesque, their hands reaching out as if trying to pull them into the night. Jack quickly recoiled, but just then, the temperature in the room plummeted, a freezing chill cutting through their bones. At that moment, a twist of fate revealed the truth. This entire ordeal was nothing more than an elaborate prank. Jack's friend David, who had always been fond of horror films, had hired a group of actors to stage a terrifying short film. They had set up various eerie scenes inside the mansion to frighten the group. Just as David was about to reveal himself, the real danger struck. The mansion, long abandoned and in disrepair, suddenly began to shake violently. The walls cracked and crumbled as the building started to collapse. Panic spread as David and the actors realized they were in real danger. Working together, they managed to escape just as the mansion began to collapse completely, narrowly avoiding being trapped inside. What had begun as a night of fear turned into a lesson in both horror and friendship, leaving them all with a tale they would never forget.